Right now, it's time for the Executive Edge. Hurricane Florence has arrived on the Carolina coast. Storms like this can have a major impact on shipping and commerce. Brian Sullivan joins us with the latest on what's been happening so far and what we can expect, too. Brian.
Yeah, Becky, thanks very much. I mean, it's pretty dramatic here. We're looking at a live, we just think, what is this? Okay, this is from marinetraffic.com. These are satellite images of all the ship traffic in the area. And I think what is striking about this, that we see the impact of the storm. Okay, right now that's Wilmington, North Carolina. Hurricane Florence is making landfall right there as we speak. Charleston here, Savannah, Norfolk, Virginia is here. I think what's amazing is not what we see, but what we don't see. Look out at sea, all the ships. Green tend to be big cargo ships, super tankers. Red, these are the biggest ships on the ocean. The entire area where the hurricane is centered, there is nothing. Now, on a normal day, if you wanted to bring this up, it's going to look more like this, where you have just ships constantly coming and going out of these ports. There is nothing in that whole area. What these dots, the orange dots that you see here, those aren't ships. Those are marker buoys. Those are things like that. So those are permanent structures. You got a couple of big yachts. This is the pleasure crafts, the light blue. But overall, guys, what I think is most striking about this is the fact that all of these ships way out at the sea are kind of waiting on what to do. Now, where do we stand in the ports? Same situation as yesterday. Norfolk, Virginia, if you're in port, you're not leaving, but no new ships are coming in. Wilmington closed. Charleston, those are closed here. Savannah and Jacksonville, they're open for business. Obviously, we spoke with the head of the port of Charleston yesterday. They're hoping to kind of get back up and running maybe as soon as this weekend. Got to see what that storm surge is going to do, though, guys. So that is a live look. And honestly, what's amazing, too, Becky, is that if you've ever driven from Norfolk to Charleston, that's about 400 miles as the crow flies. So that really gives you an indication of just how massive this storm. Hurricane Harvey was about 200 miles in diameter. So I'm just going to be very rough. That's probably what Harvey would have looked like. That's more what Hurricane Florence would have looked like in terms of double the diameter. It's a big storm, and the ships are staying way away. There's about, by the way, $300 billion in economic value from here, and here, all the way down to Jacksonville done every year. None of that's happening right now.
Brian, what are the ripple effects for something like this? Do we have any idea? I mean, if all of these ships have moved out of the way, then are we talking about weeks before really things get back to normal?
Depends on the backup, depends on if there's any damage at the port. It's a good question. What we saw with Houston was that we had some port damage. They have to go and inspect. Remember, the Coast Guard is the one that makes this determination, Becky. It's not the port of Charleston says, okay, bring them in, boys. It's the Coast Guard that says we need to check to make sure there's no structural damage at the docks, that the water's fine, everything else. But all these ships, of course, are being delayed. They're going to come in. They're going to try to all come in at the same time, right? Because these ship owners, they want to get their stuff on and off. But you've got train backups, all the BMWs. I guarantee you, I can't confirm it, but some of these ships out here, outside of Charleston, are probably carrying a lot of BMWs because they got thousands of BMW X5s, by the way, which are all made here in Greenville and then shipped to Charleston. I guarantee you these ships here are just filled with BMWs, probably just waiting to go back in, is my guess.